Hi, I'm Susan French, clinical hypnotherapist. Welcome to Everything Hypnosis, filled with hypnosis facts and recordings. Enjoy and subscribe. Today I want to do one of my favorite relaxation inductions and hypnosis recordings, especially for when your body feels very tense, especially when maybe you just need a quick way to relax all those muscles. Countless research studies have shown that deeply relaxing for about 20 minutes a day is tremendously beneficial to your body and your mind, boosting your immune system, normalizing your blood pressure, increasing your creativity, memory, and productivity. Many of us hold chronic tension in our bodies, maybe in the jaw, in the neck, or the shoulders, and this can become so much of a habit that you may not even notice when you're doing it. And this constant tightening of muscles steals away your energy, interferes with your posture, and make you prone to certain negative emotional states such as anxiety or irritability. Think about it. You really can't get a good breath if you're not relaxed. And as I've said many times, oxygen is Mother Nature's tranquilizer and Mother Nature's painkiller. And so, as most of you know by now, I like to begin by having you start with that special breathing that we do, where you begin by breathing deep down in the belly, upper torso very still, as if you swallowed a balloon and you're trying to inflate it. And as you breathe in slowly and steadily, and then hold that breath for just a moment. And when you're ready, breathe out even more slowly and more steadily until you've breathed out all the old air. Out, 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 and then let all your muscles go loose and soft and so very relaxed. And then once again, breathe into the belly, perhaps noticing the way the air feels as you breathe in through your nose, preferably. And hold it for just a moment. Noticing when you hold it, it seems to relax your body even more. And then you breathe out, 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 with the idea that you're breathing away all stress and all tension. And when you breathe in, you have the idea that you're breathing in the most magnificent relaxation, sleepiness, driftiness, drowsiness. Whenever you're ready, you can let your eyelids close. And if they're not yet closed, just stare at the spiral on the screen until they just close all by themselves. And when you're ready, breathe out, 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 out. And notice how the breathing out, the air is a little warmer than when you first breathed in. And as you breathe in again, let's narrow that focus to this moment in time. Blocking out and allowing to fade away all thoughts of anything before you started this recording. And certainly not allowing your mind to go to any thoughts of anything beyond this moment in time. so that with each breath you breathe in, you find yourself narrowing your focus and going deeply inside into your inside awareness. And as you do that, can you make sure, just check, and make sure your body is in a nice and comfortable position, sitting in a recliner, lying down if you can, just being very, very comfortable. As comfortable as you can manage. And once again, if your eyelids feel like closing, you can just let them close. You can do that now, if you'd like. Or you can leave them wide open and stare at that spiral. And while you're staring at that spiral, you might want to, even though you keep your eyes in the middle of that spiral, let your gaze soften. Let your gaze open up. So that even though you're staring right at the middle of that spiral, you begin to take into your visual awareness all the space around the middle of that spiral, the wall, any pictures, anything around you, anything near that center of that spiral, and continuing to open that gaze while you continue to stare at the center of that spiral. I wonder just when you'll begin to notice that this is a very quick and easy way to drop yourself into the state that we call hypnosis. Also the state in which your nervous system turns off the release of adrenaline and starts to release that wonderful calming neuropeptide, endorphin. Can you feel it? Can you notice it? Instead of pushing the panic button, you push the calm down button, and all muscles start to relax all by themselves. And so you can bring your attention now to your eyelids again. Visualizing or imagining that those eyelids are so heavy and so sleepy that it may begin to feel as if you just cannot open them. And why would you want to open them? It feels so much better just to leave them closed. But I wonder if you can visualize or imagine them to be 10 times more sleepy, more relaxed, so tightly shut that they feel as if they're glued shut. Maybe like when you wake up in the middle of the night and suddenly you find that for just a moment you cannot open your eyes. And if you find that your eyelids are closed like that, you can go ahead and try to open them. But you'll find that you cannot, as long as you're holding the vision of those eyelids being tightly, tightly shut. You won't be able to open them. But then why would you want to? Are you beginning to notice how good it feels to sink down into this wonderful, comfortable state of relaxation, where we're going to pay particular attention to releasing and relaxing every single muscle in your body? So can you, with another nice, slow, deep, relaxing breath, take the relaxation that you've created in your eyelids and bring it up to the top of your head. And just like a little droplet of water that you drop on the floor, it's a tiny, tiny little droplet. And then it begins to spread, doesn't it? And you can let that little spot of relaxation begin to spread wider in the same way, so that it becomes wider and wider and starts to flow down the back of your head. Each and every muscle loosening, letting go, becoming longer and more comfortable. Just as if some 1,000 little elves with tiny little fingers were massaging the back of your head. And should you find any little tight spots that are particularly tight, take a moment to bring your attention right into the middle of that tight spot and tell your brain to tell your muscles to loosen up and let go. Just like when you're untangling a wire or a ball of string. And you'll find, maybe to your great surprise, that when you tell your imagination to tell your muscles something, that they do. And your muscles obey, just as the muscles in the back of your head are loosening right now. Take another breath right into the middle of the back of your head and let those muscles go so loose, so comfortable, so sleepy. And then down the sides of your head and down over your temples and down over that joint that holds your jaw to your skull. As you let that jaw go nice and loose right now. So loose that it might even hang open just a little bit. And you can let it, can't you? Of course you can. Maybe you'll even let those teeth part just a little. And those lips part just a little. And if I were to walk over to you right now and wiggle your chin, it would be so loose that it would wiggle. Make sure it's that loose. As your teeth and your lips part just a little. And then that relaxation flows back to the top of your head and over your forehead. So loose, so relaxed. And all the muscles around your eyelids. So very loose and relaxed and heavy and sleepy. All the tiny little muscles around your eyes, let them go loose, soft, and sleepy. And then into the cheeks, across the bridge of the nose and across the lips. And you may even find that your teeth have parted just a little. As you feel that relaxation going inside your lips and inside your mouth. Maybe your tongue is just floating loosely in the bottom of your mouth. And you begin to remember how wonderful it feels to let all those muscles go loose and soft and comfortable and relaxed. Notice how good it feels. Not only how good it feels, but how you're so much more ready for it to happen. Even more now. Arms hanging loosely, legs and feet hanging loosely. And that relaxation down over your cheeks, your nose, your lips, your teeth, your jaw, and down into your throat. You may find that you have the urge to swallow, and if you do, just let yourself swallow. Just lets you know that you're comfortable in giving in to this wonderful, restful, re-energizing, brief relaxation. So good for you. And now that wonderful feeling of letting go, let it flow down into your shoulders. Let your shoulders just go loose and soft and heavy. And then down into your arms, your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms and your fingers. So heavy, so sleepy, so very, very relaxed. And now that same relaxation, flowing back up to your throat. And now can you imagine? First imagine that there's a wonderful energy that's almost like rain. It can be many colors if you like. But instead of rain, it's just wonderful, relaxing energy that somehow just makes you want to feel sleepier and sleepier. Maybe it tingles, maybe it massages, maybe it rocks. Maybe it's just so quiet and peaceful that you just sink into it even more. And then that wonderful energy of relaxation, like a wonderful massage flowing both down through your body, so if we're coming down through the top of your head, and down over all the organs in your body, but also around your body, your back, your spine, if there are any little tight spots. Stop for a moment. Tell your brain, your imagination, that you want those imaginary little fingers to massage away all that tension. And just let it become looser and softer and more comfortable. And you might be amazed to notice that when you think something in your mind, in your imagination, it sends that message to your body. And you might want to think about that when you're thinking thoughts that are not so pleasant, because those also go right into your body. But for now, we're just getting more and more comfortable. Down your back and your sides and all the way down into your tummy. Just let all of those muscles go loose and soft. And then flowing down into those major muscles in your thighs. Whether they feel warm or cool or tingly. Or maybe they start to feel like they're not even there at all. Maybe they feel like they're heavy and sleepy. Or maybe they feel light and floating. Maybe it begins to seem as if there's nothing there at all except a little spark of consciousness in your brain. And your awareness of your body might just float out of your awareness, melt and fade out of your awareness. That's okay. Notice how good it feels. And then letting it flow down your thighs to your knees, down your calves and your ankles, and all the way down to your feet. Some people gather tension in their feet, especially if they have to stand on them all day. Or it's just sometimes that's where you gather tension. So just bring your attention to your toes and notice how your toes feel as you relax more and more. Do they feel warm and tingly? Do they feel cool and numb? Maybe they barely feel like they're there at all. Of course, however you experience this growing sense of relaxation is perfectly perfect for you. And the more you practice this letting go, the more expert you become at creating this delicious feeling of comfortableness, the more quickly you'll be able to drop into it, letting your mind and body rest. Reboot the computer. Take a break. Check out. It's good for you. And if there's a particular place in your body that needs to be even more relaxed, you might just imagine the most soothing color that you can imagine. It could be a calming blue, a healing green, a warming, soothing golden light, whatever feels right to you. And become deeply aware that as you develop this powerful device to make this unconscious connection with the greater energy of the universe around you, it's a way of getting out of yourself and realizing sometimes it's better not to sweat the small stuff. And this is a good way to do it. And you can send this color, this wonderful light, to any part of your body that you want to relax anytime you want to relax. And you'll find that those muscles just let go. And this wonderful feeling of relaxation and calm and peacefulness, blissful, blessed nothingness, bathing the cells in comfort and giving them a well-earned rest. And all of those muscles just know how to let go. So let them. Take another wonderful breath in of calming, relaxing, wonderful healing light. And let it flow from the bottoms of your feet back up to the top of your head and every place in between. And just let go. And as you just bring your attention to your breathing, knowing with each breath in you breathe in more relaxation. And when you hold it, it embeds that relaxation, reinforces it. And when you release that breath, you just release all stress and tension and aggravation. And you know that nothing is really worth getting upset about. Doesn't help anyway. And so as you notice that your whole body might be feeling so very, very relaxed right now, that it may be hard for you to decide whether you feel heavy and sleepy or light and floaty. But one thing you will notice, or should notice, is that there is a life force within you, a healing life force that can intensify and brighten now because you've given it a rest. And it can flow back up through your body, bringing you not only a sense of peacefulness and rest, but a sense of being re-energized, catching a second breath, being ready for whatever part of your day follows this. So just take a few more easy, slow, peaceful breaths. And in a moment, I'm going to count you back to waking consciousness. Bring back with you that wonderful feeling of being re-energized and at peace, where nothing in the world can disturb you or bother you for right now. And here we go, coming back now, counting from 0 to 5, and 0, and 1, face so relaxed, big smile on your face perhaps, all muscles so loose and comfortable, and 2, coming back, and 3, maybe you feel tingly, or warm, or glowy, or happy, or peaceful, and 4, and 5, and when you're ready, you can let those eyes open, and you can become wide, wide, wide awake. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe and to like, to hit the thumbs up if you will. Bye for now.